Hey, my lovelies, welcome to the Oracle of Starlight. Right, can you hear that? Someone is singing. I was just thinking, today I do not have the singing bowl, I do not have my bell, and you heard that sound? Song. So beautiful. Okay, someone's voice, authentic voice. Let's begin the reading with that lovely thought. I have with me today, yes, it's a toy, and it has been with me since many years. It has been part of my readings, it has been part of my meditation. Don't ask me why. Okay, let me just show you his face. Okay, I see higher perspective, I see smiling through it all, I see strength, and I have kept it for many readings. When I'm doing my work, he's on my desk, and I look at him, and I too feel like smiling. Right. So, what are we here for today? All I ask of you today is to give me some of your time and listen to what the universe, the spirit, the divine wants to say to you. There are beautiful, powerful energies around us. I invited them, and they are here. There's Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Isis. She's also called the Divine Mother. And some other powerful, really powerful energies are also here. And I also sense there are some ancestors as well. So today what we are going to do is we are going to ask questions that you may have always wanted to ask. No spreads, no piles. Just simple and pure guidance. We ask the questions, and through the cards, you get your guidance, you get your messages, you get your answers. Okay? If some of you have some specific questions in mind, keep them ready. Because somehow through these cards, through our conversation, you are going to get your answers. You know, I was just going to say you may, and I don't know what corrected, auto-corrected, you will get your answers. Okay, so let's move ahead. How about, okay, let's just begin with you. What is that thing that is so beautiful about you that you don't see? Okay, so beautiful about you that you don't see, you don't know. What is the universe saying? Spirit of Swords. Wow, it's your communication. You may not have felt it, or you noticed it, or people have told you. It's the way you communicate. You're a kind of person who, when you start speaking, you just don't jump into it. There are some of you who are very, very, bold, blunt even, to the point, very direct. And there are some of you who beautifully somehow pick the energies and you speak. Whatever it is, your communication skills are really good. Whether you sense the energies, whether you read the room, whatever it is, your communication skills are amazing. Somehow when someone is going through something painful, you are able to say less, but definitely something that is so meaningful. Few sentences, but beautiful sentences, healing sentences. Communication. And also, where it comes to direct and being bold, it's never hurtful. What a person needs to hear, you go with that. That is something so beautiful about you. See, words matter, words have power. What is the other thing? The Chariot. What's beautiful about you is how you move ahead. Many of you are, I would say, not at all impulsive. This has to be done, okay, jump in. What's beautiful about you is how you plan everything. I mean, I'm not saying write down notes and do this and no, plan in your mind. You are prepared. That's really beautiful. When you step out to do something, you have thought about it. You've thought about it, where if there are challenges, you have fortified yourself. And then you move forward. And when you do that, in your heart, you get that feeling that yes, all is well. Maybe at work, if there's some presentation, and when you lead it, or you're part of the team that leads it, you are calm, you are focused, and again you're to the point. Very similar energies, to the point, and you move forward. Even if something comes up, something last minute, very calmly you are able to take care of it. These are beautiful skills, traits, whatever you call them. That's so beautiful about you. Even if there's a family family thing that you're a part of, some planning that is going on, that goes on, or is happening, you are able to handle it beautifully. People come to you and say, okay, you know what, I don't know what to do. And when you step in, they are so relieved, because they know that everything is well taken care of. You like taking action. That's beautiful about you. Sometimes there are situations where people will dawdle and think about it. Excuse me. But you like to move towards it. You feel this needs to be done, let's move towards it. I love your willpower, your confidence. You may say, no, not really. Yeah, I'm confident, no much. Please know this about yourself. When you get down to things, you don't know where you find the confidence, the strength from. And tenacious, very, very tenacious. This is what's beautiful about you. Okay? Let's find out what is already healing in your life. Already healing. Okay, I have some decks and I'm a little confused which one to take. Let's just stick to tarot. One card. What is already healing? Wow. Okay, one card is already standing out. What is already healing within you? Okay. Okay. Right, two cards here. What is already healing within you? The Tower card. That's amazing. The Tower and the Moon. Intense energies. So, some situation in your life that took place, which really shook you, in sort of you had to, actually go back to the way you think, the way you move ahead. It also brought a kind of, when you suddenly feel, you're not confident about what to do next. A situation like that happened. And it may still be in your mind. But remember, our mind does its best to protect us. Sometimes it happens in a positive way, sometimes not so positive. But be aware that you are already healing from this. I love this. And the moon energy. Moon energy, yes, moon speaks of illusions, things not being clear, you know, right now waiting for clarity, waiting for dawn. The moon's light is there, but still there is not enough clarity. You are healing from this. You are already healing from this. So, if normally you would have been confused and thought of what to do, speak to people, maybe even do tarot readings, and wonder what to do, you are healing. Somehow you have found that, you could call it a trick, or that one sort of cue, to how to come out of situations like this. You have found that the best thing to do is to surrender. Just, when you're out, just visualize yourself, you're out on a dark night and you have the moonlight with you and you are making your way. Yeah, sometimes you have shadow, light, dark, all that is happening and you don't know what to do, right? So you put your hands out, feel your way, and you also surrender. You surrender to the divine, guide me. And at that time, you follow your intuition, where you get the guidance to stop, where you get the guidance to reach out with your hand and see where you are. If you're out in nature, what is there near you? Is it a tree? Something. You surrender, you trust. And this energy is clearing. You have already started healing. Very little bit is left. Actually, looking at the moon, I get the feeling that, there is light coming. Earlier, it may have been a crescent moon, but now your clarity is getting much, much better. Already healing. This could be one situation, it could be two situations. Whatever it is, you are healing. The universe wants you to know that. Spirit wants you to know that. And looking at these colors, Archangel Michael, I don't know, I visualize his sword. See the colors here. His powerful sword. Call upon him. Call upon him. He'll be on both your sides, in front of you, behind you. That is for sure. You just need to call upon him. Okay. Okay. Let's see what comes to mind. I have the animal spirits. What are they here? Right. How about your spirit guides? They are applauding you. The card is already out. They are applauding you for something. What are they applauding you for? What are they applauding you for? Cat spirit, claim your independence. So beautiful. See the wings? We just spoke of spirit guides and divine energy, and you already have these golden wings. Claim your independence. And starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Wow. So that's what your spirit guides just love about you. Claim your independence. Whatever goes on in life, you do not You're not the kind of person, yes, of course, we go for advice to others, but you're the kind of person who feels, okay, I will take care of this. Somehow that, your solar chakra, see the colors of the solar chakra, inner power, willpower, our personal power. So your personal power rises and you handle things independently. You want, this is my issue, I do not want to tell others about it. They need not know. This is something that I'm supposed to take care of, and you are completely independent. Your trust in the divine is strong, your trust in yourself is strong, right? Number 13, beautiful, powerful number. Very unusual energies of number 13. So we have 12, 12, 12 on the right path. 13th is you are not looking for the right path. You have already found your right path and you're walking on it. That is the energy of 13. Claim your independence. That is something that comes. Okay, whether it is your work, whether it's some project, whether it's a family, whether it's a relationship, you do that. You don't just sit back and say, oh goodness, now what to do? Now what to do? Yes, we all go through that time where there's confusion, uncertainty, you don't know what to do next. But somehow you're the kind of person who may sit and think and say, okay, enough of sitting, enough of procrastination, let's move ahead. You claim your independence very, very comfortably. I'd like to read from the guidebook. Okay. Okay. This may be the time you're facing some unpredictable situation. Are you too hesitant to take a risk? The cat spirit says go for it. But you are already doing that. When the cat spirit meows, she asks you to claim your independence. And yes, allow some space between you and others in your life. Okay, healthy sense of self-respect, self-worth and boundaries. When you say no to codependency and enmeshments, live and let live. Exactly. It's not that you are doing it out of any other reason or purpose. You are doing it because you know your power, you know what you can take care of. Open to infinite possibilities. See, something one thing about the starfish is that we know that it is out when it's sort of pushed by the waves out in the open. Wherever it lands, it holds on tightly. There are chances of it being pushed here and there. But that doesn't, the starfish is not scared of that. If it is, lashed onto a rock, wherever it is, it holds on tight. It has confidence in its own power, to hold on at that time. So waves may be high, may be powerful, but then should not underestimate the energy of the starfish. So your spirit guides love this about you. When you find your spot, you hold on till the rough times are there, and only then you move away. So things don't really shake you. Wow. It comes out when the starfish comes out, sometimes comes out itself from the water. It comes out to feel the sun, to be out in the open, a very different kind of energy. So you are like that, open to infinite possibilities. Infinite potential is what I read earlier, if I I'm not mistaken. So amazing. So you are like that. When you look at something, there is a goal in mind, what you want to. First thought is, how will I do it? Not, oh my goodness, what if this happens? What if that happens? You just decide and you move towards it. And your spirit guides love that about you. Wow. Let's just read what the guidebook has to say. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith. You already do that. That is the way you are. You look at an opportunity, you think of the possibilities, what it could, you know, turn out into, what it could lead to, and you step out of your comfort zone. Actually, as I just said, moving away from the sea to come out. It's worth it. And that's what the spirit guides love about you. If you don't know this, please know this. Find it in yourself. Being independent, being open to infinite possibilities. There are some of you, who love that little adventure. Some of you are very cautious and careful. So your spirit guides right now are telling you, come on, open up a little, live a little, do something different, change that perspective, step into this kind of energy. Okay, right, let's see. I'll first pick the deck and then we'll think of what. Okay. Okay. What could we ask? Okay. Is this something that your soul has learned? Oh, the card is already ready. Is this something that your soul has learned and you are not aware of it, or you don't recognize it? Okay, thank you. Something that you have learned. Let's see. The box. The hunter. Okay. So you have learned. Okay. So when I look at the box, the first thing that comes to mind is boundaries. Okay. Doing things in a set way, having very, very clear boundaries, strong boundaries. But it also gives me the impression of, something that is contained. Like sometimes what happens is there are restrictions which we put upon ourselves. Maybe we see people going through, different things that people go through. And what we do is we are, we want to protect ourselves. So there are some restrictions, some limits that we put for ourselves. Like this is something, restrictions which we put. Either it's put by others or we put it ourselves. So what I understand from this is you have already learned. Your soul has learned. Boundaries are good, but too many restrictions, it just doesn't let growth happen. It just doesn't bring changes. Whatever you feel is restricting you, and this, I feel many of you do understand this. Where there have been instances where, somehow you felt you couldn't do this because this is not the way. I would never do this. This is, kind of limiting beliefs holding you back. But your soul has learned. Your mind hasn't recognized this. Maybe because that thought is still in your mind. I don't do this. This is not the way to do things. I will not be able to. I may not be able to. It may not be okay. Whatever. But you know something? Your soul has already learned this lesson. So next time something like that comes up, make that change. Step out. Check your boundaries and think out of the box. Step out of a kind of a restrictive, environment or energy. Remember, boundaries have to be set by you, not by others. If others have set boundaries for you, no way. That is not life then. Even if they mean well, if others set your boundaries, they are setting according to themselves, not what you need. Check your boundaries. Are they your own personal boundaries? And if they're old patterns, break free. Break this box, come out of it. New possibilities, new environment. Your soul has learned this lesson. And then we have the hunter. Hunter, when the hunter steps out to hunt, completely prepared. Knows its environment, knows what to do, whatever tools, resources, weapons, whatever is needed, the hunter is prepared. Knows everything, the lay of the land, so to speak. And what is its aim? That hunter. So your soul knows that to be in this kind of mode, a hunter is very focused. We have that, there is this, the Mahabharata, there is this one scene where the Pandavas and the Kauravas, the main characters of this epic, when they were young, they were with their teacher and there was like an archery competition, and they were out in the open, and the teacher had placed a parrot on a high branch, and he asked each one of them to aim for the eye of the parrot. And before they could, let the arrow go, when they were ready, poised, the teacher would ask them just one question: what can you see? So there were different answers. Some of them said, I can see the branch. Some said, I can see the bird. I can see the head of the bird. I can see the feathers. I can see, And Arjun, he told his teacher, I can only see the eye of the parrot. Because that is the goal. So the rest all is just not important. So your soul knows that when you focus on something, when you decide to do something, it has your entire attention. There are no halfways for you. Of course, you're doing many things. Life does that to us. But you are like a hunter when it comes to pursuing your goal. You have to put in sleepless nights, fair enough. Sacrifice things, yes. But you are very clear about what your objectives are, and you move forward with precision and determination. Precision. Your soul has learned this. Are you aware? And if you're not, be aware. This is something that you have learned. Right? Okay. What part of you, something about you that I'm still contemplating between the decks. Just give me a minute. What part of you deserves more credit from you, from others, but more so from you? What exactly have you done that, you deserve? Let's take the same. Okay. What is something about you deserves more credit than you are getting? The universe is aware of this and wants you to be aware of. I would like to pick, just as a shuffling, I felt one tarot needs to be there. Fine. So this deck and a tarot card as well. Credit. Okay. Part of you that deserves, lovely. Card is already ready. Right. the threshold, Four of Cups. Okay. Stepping into something new. It's like when we're outside a room and we cross the threshold and we enter the room to whatever. No, wait, let me begin again. Threshold is that kind of a space in the middle where you are out and you are stepping into it. Threshold is that part, of your life. So where it come, what your spirit guides feel you deserve more credit is when you step into a new experience, when you step into a new energy, a situation, even if it's a conversation. At that time, wherever you are, you do not step in. You have this kind of a confidence. You don't feel, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. The threshold, stepping into new energy, you're the kind of person who doesn't get scared of this. And that is where credit must be given to you. That cusp of change that's going to happen, where you step into an unknown situation. You happily embrace the opportunities. You are not scared. Yes, of course, there is uncertainty. You don't know what the step, whatever you're stepping into, what is it holding? Maybe it's something new, unknown, undiscovered, different kind of territory. But you don't let that scare you. And actually, if you look at this, stepping into, see the energies here, so beautiful. You have the red, you have the yellows. Root chakra, solar chakra. Root chakra is strong foundations, and solar chakra is personal power. So already when you are the threshold, things fall in place for you. It may not really happen in front of your eyes, but within you, when you stand on the threshold, there are energies already working with you because of your own personal power. When there is fear, that is what we lead with. Attention goes where energy flows. So if your energy is flowing towards fear, uncertainty, I don't know, and is it the right time? The energy already changes. But see the energy, such beautiful colors, powerful colors that are there already for you. So that credit you definitely should get. And then you have the Four of Cups. Okay, Four of Cups is the energy where you know you have a kind of a disinterested. Four of Cups is where, okay, I have this, this is what is there, this is what belongs to me, this is what's around me, a totally disinterested kind of feeling. So where, if a time comes like that, actually this time, a time like this does not come. This energy somehow can never touch you. You may notice it in others. Okay, you know what, this is so dull, I'm so done, and this job is this and that. You know what? No. Somehow you pick yourself out of this. Where there is, you're bored, you are, this kind of a energy of a brat, so to say. Where whatever you have, you don't see. And you just grumble about what was going to come, what, should have. And for that reason, very often opportunities that are coming, they are missed. You see this hand. This hand is holding things back. You have the dried leaves here. But what you're holding away is what is the fresh, fresh leaves, fresh growth, fresh ideas. So this is the kind of energy. In our disinterest, in our, boredom, frustration, we hold it back. But you're not that kind of a person. That, even if it comes now, it's just, temporary. that credit definitely goes to you. Frustration, boredom, there may be a little bit of a challenging time where you don't know what to do, but you don't go into that kind of energy where okay, I'm done, and ungrateful kind of energy. You don't go there. And that credit the universe and your spirit guides would love to give you, and they are giving you that energy. Okay. Okay, let's see what the angel cards have for you. Nature. Okay, just a minute. I think what the angels would like to say is that connecting with nature is something that many of you do, even if you're not able to step out much when working with plants, working with animals. Nature is something that gives you answers even. No, let me try a different deck. Answers also. Okay. Let's try an absolutely different deck. Okay. Can you believe this? Wow. So this is a message that it has come back again. Yes, universe, we understand. So this is the energy that is just not a part of you. You don't do that. Sometimes it's an energy which is a little bit, as I mentioned earlier, like a brat. Not, appreciating what you have. But it's like, okay, yeah, done. Nothing really new is coming. Something needs to change, which is not happening. Let me make place. Yes, universe, we get this. Now what are the guidance does universe have for you? Excuse me. No. What else? Okay. I do not really. Something about your strength. Something about your strength. Okay. Take a leap of faith. Okay. Take a leap of faith. This, I feel this is the strength that has, carried you through this year. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. I feel that is what it is. Your strength is that where there have been times where you had to make decisions, certain steps needed to be taken, you, instead of fear getting to you, fear and the energy of swords coming to you, you have surrendered and you've taken a leap of faith. You asked for guidance and say, okay, you know what, this is something that is troubling me, that is scaring me, that is worrying me, that I'm anxious about. I hand it over to you. I surrender. And then you've taken the leap of faith. Number 3, such a beautiful, powerful number. And yes, please don't miss the crown, that gorgeous crown that the grasshopper spirit is wearing. Oh yes, that is your strength. You also deserve this, because taking a leap of faith, it's easier said than done. Do jump into something like that with, when there's full faith and everything, still to jump into something can be a little scary. But that is a part of your strength. You don't sit with your fears and, wrap them around you like a blanket. You don't allow them to give you sleepless nights. That is something amazing. That is your strength. So swords and energy, no way. Yes, you let the other elements come in. There is a time for the swords energy. Communication, thinking, our thoughts. But sometimes you need to push that energy away and you take that leap of faith. Okay, right now, right now, let's see what the messages, the powerful energies have for you. Archangel Michael, is there anything that you would like them to know, Archangel Michael? Some of you are planning to take a trip soon, and maybe there's some kind of a worry. I don't know what exactly it is, but he says, please plan the trip well and go ahead. Whether it's going to visit family, take a trip, a holiday, and Archangel Michael says, go for it. Some of you are going to maybe bought a lottery ticket, and the guidance is yes, it is a good idea. And if the first time you don't succeed, don't give up. Try once again. I also saw a roulette table. Okay. Goddess Isis. Goddess Isis says, yes, that one thought that has come in your mind, don't let that go. It came once and you pushed it away. Goddess Isis says, that one thought that has come, something that is, that's asking you to prepare for something, do that. Prepare. That one thought has come, it is your inner guidance. I don't know whether it's about a person or a situation, but don't let that thought go. Work on that. Okay. Somebody here wants to make a change in their diet, or they don't want to, but their loved ones are telling them to do that. And that is a good idea. Just begin step by step, maybe one small step. Something about some dietary change that will really help. If you're not the kind of person who follows some kind of diet, I feel Archangel Raphael is asking you to make that one change. I see the color green, whether it's a green juice or I don't know what it is, but the color green is prominent. Okay. I'm getting the energy of someone who needs to have a very strict talk with their child. Not very small, maybe they're tweens, teens. So your guidance is, don't just jump into it. I need to have this talk, I'm having it tonight. No, wait, sort it out in your mind, and try and sense the energies of your child. For sure, if you have that talk after a little thought, it will definitely be different and will really work. Take a few days, think about it. I see a silver, a piece of jewelry that has been with you for many years, and you want to sell it for whatever reason, and you're thinking, should I, shouldn't I, and you want to ask others. Your guidance is, if you feel it, you would like to sell it, hold it in your hand, look at it, and you will know exactly what to do, to keep it, to tuck it away, or to sell that. There is an ancestor reaching out, an ancestor. I get the energy of a tall man, broad shoulders, bald. I don't know who it's connecting with. Lived a very full, happy life. Yes, did have a short temper. And he is here to say, don't forget the talk that we had. It's about your career. Don't forget the conversation that we had. Remember that conversation that we had. He comes across as a little, stoic, but he is very proud of you. Goddess Isis, she is bringing healing. I don't know, I connect with Goddess Isis. Initially, I did not know anything about her. But I don't know, when I looked at an image of hers and I, connected with her energy, I think of her. She just comes into my thoughts very easily. Goddess Isis, she said, she's been called the Divine Mother. There is healing coming to you, my dear. There is healing coming to you. Heart chakra healing. And if you see visions of birds, you see feathers, wings, know that she is there around you, healing you. Okay. Let's pick one last card. Here are cards. One last card. Okay. Oh, lovely. 2 cards. Fine. Okay. Let this be your pocket light. What are the energies of this card? First and foremost, Queen of Cups. The energy is of your emotions, your feelings, what you feel deeply. Know that, you embody this. When your heart is open, you are attracting so much of love, beautiful, powerful relationships. You are that kind of a person. Your energy is like this. You draw, people who need help, people who may be suffering, people who need healing. They'll be drawn to you. That is your energy, that very warm energy of a healer. In your presence, they feel that kind of a, like a warm blanket. Know this about yourself. This is how you are. And the other energy is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the energy of someone who just is not scared of moving ahead. If you feel it, that's not me, dig it out, because it is very much in you. And don't let things scare you. Fearless, limitless you. This is the way you are. This is what you're moving towards. This is what your spirit guides want for you. Move forward confidently. Don't wait for someone to come and hold your hand. Don't wait for someone to walk beside you, because universe is already guiding you. Step into the unknown smartly, boldly, confidently. Let these messages be like pocket lights for you. Okay? Pocket lights. This message is for the rest of the day, rest of the week, for however long you'd like. And let it fill you with love and light. Your pocket lights. This is who you are. This is your energy. Water, air, words, thoughts, feelings. This is the way you are. So beautiful. Someone who's not afraid to express their emotions, someone who may be, very expressive, and maybe there's someone who says, hey, relax, relax, it's okay. Please let them go. Very sensitive and empath. You sense others' feelings, and the first thought that comes to mind is, let me just, you don't even think about it. Something comes out of your mouth, and you say things, healings. And yes, this kind of energy is also someone who is always ready to help. Someone has to just say, you know what, I need a little help, and you are there, ready. Selfish motives? No way. Absolutely not. Love and light. Wishing you the very best. I really hope this guidance, made you feel good, made you realize things, and know that the universe is saying you are better, doing better than you think. Stay safe, my lovelies. Stay blessed.